You shouldn't be given that much control. You shouldn't be given this much power at this young age. You need to go to a club where you learn discipline and obedience. The prodigy man. Unfortunate. I mean, what Perez said pretty much convinced me of why it's no longer PSG, it's Mbappe FC. And I think there was just a keyword, a very key word that he said, man. Because I think what he said was this: Real Madrid will be always open to buy players that understand that no one is bigger than the club. But another key one he says Macron called Mbappe. It makes no sense. PSG offered him to be the leader of the project. It's changed everything. I didn't see the same Kylian Mbappe that we wanted. Here, no one is bigger than Real Madrid. It won't change. Everything that our worst fears were realized. I 100% believe that Macron got involved because Mbappe is to France what Pele was for Brazil. And you can see parallels. Pele, what's it called? The only teenager at the time to score in the World Cup final. Mbappe replicated that in 2018. Both young prodigies. And there was a moment in time where they said that, Pele was a national treasure. He was literally a national treasure for Brazil. And you're now seeing the same thing with your boy Mbappe, where he is pretty much like a national treasure, at least sporting-wise, for France. So, and I think that the player that Perez thought he wasn't getting was a guy that understands that this is heritage, this is strictly football, and this is about coming into one of the greatest clubs of all time, a guys that say what's up in the UCL. So, and that is why I wanted Mbappe to make the move, because this is the move you have to make. PSG are not serious. They don't take themselves seriously, and Real Madrid have shown that kind of history and a heritage, like a Bayern, like a Barca, and so forth, and everything. Freaking United and Liverpool as well. So I just think that this is just confirmation that he's a young dude, he's 23 years old, and you pretty much offered him the world. And if the president of a country is calling you to stay and is twerking for you to stay, it is what it is. And here's my thing. This is not here to hate on PSG and so forth. I do think that having a PSG that exists, it's a good thing to have, because I think the more top teams we have, the better the UCL will be, which is why I supported Neymar's move to PSG. But what I will never support is a club that's run like a clown show. If PSG can prove to me you can be run as a proper club, I'm all for you. But PSG is a holiday camp, and I think that this is a move that I feel that on a footballing level, Mbappe will regret. Money-wise, he's set. Now, this is now in reference to Mbappe's mom. I think Kylian Mbappe's mom wanted him to join Real Madrid. She knows it has always been Kylian's dream. I'm sure she wanted Mbappe to join us, but things change and we have to respect it. I fully believe that everybody was on board with going to Real Madrid, and this was his footballing dream. And this is why what PSG exists. PSG have money that nobody can compete with. And I think Mbappe did not think in his wildest dreams that these guys would offer this amount of money. And I didn't think that Mbappe would think that this guys really wants me. And they value me to an extent that is crazy. And for a young man, for an entire club to literally go down on both knees and twerk for you, for a president to twerk for you, for a young man, that's very impressionable. Real will never do that. Bayern will never do that. A Liverpool, I'm thinking, will never do that, because these are guys with heritage and history. And because you have history, you're like, yeah, of course we want you, but we are bigger than you. No one player is bigger than the club. PSG fans literally told me that, yes, Mbappe is bigger than PSG. And that's what happens when your club was founded in 1970. When you don't have that long history, you can have a situation where your club can literally go down on both knees and literally just offer yourselves to a freaking 23-year-old. Like, a freaking fetus is the owner of an entire football club. That's what Mbappe is, man. So, it was just very telling, and I'll say this again, man. Mbappe FC is never winning the UCL. In these 3 years, which is when Mbappe FC will exist, they're never winning the UCL. If they do, I'll be shocked, but I can almost guarantee you, because I know how the story ends, or I know how the story unfolds. Too much ego, too much power for a younger man, and it will end up with you always getting knocked out by the better team and the much more organized and disciplined team in the UCL. Talent alone doesn't win you a UCL. Individuals don't win you a UCL. Structure, strategy, team, and focus on a proper direction and discipline is what wins you a freaking UCL, as we saw from Real Madrid. Real Madrid won the UCL because of the discipline, the direction, the strategy, and the understanding that no one player is bigger than the institution of the club. It is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. We'll talk more about this on the live show, man. But yeah, imagine if Mbappe moved to Real Madrid and he gave Madrid a few UCLs, bro. And my thing is, I say that the doors may not be fully closed, but I said it's a difference with Mbappe. Because he says, and now they may find him in the future, but he says that we're only going to sign a player who understands that he is not bigger than a club. You are below a club. And what will Vinny be in those years that's come through? That's my thing. Because who knows? Vinny could say, what's up? Vinny could be a guy who says what's up and be like, yo, I'm now that free dude. So it's going to be very telling how Vinny develops. What if Rodrigo develops? That's the thing. What if Rodrigo says what's up? Rodrigo could say what's up, and now he can now develop and now improve into a different player. So there are so many different permutations here. But for Mbappe, if I was advising him, it doesn't matter how much money they give you. And that's what it's not even the fact that they're giving you so much money and so much control. That is a red flag, because someone should advise them and say you shouldn't be given that much control. You shouldn't be given this much power at this young age. You need to go to a club where you learn discipline and obedience. You need to be a club where you are just a piece, you're just a player, and you adhere to the instructions of the older, much more experienced manager and the coach, and you understand that I'm coming into an institution to be a piece. So, sad, man. Just sad, man. I mean, you had the PSG, man. But now, if he wins the UCL in the next 3 years, who knows? But I highly doubt it, because you need particular things to win a UCL. You can't be a freaking holiday camp.